Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on Moto. Today it is time to do my first Q&A ever. It is very rainy outside today, so I'm currently in a parking lot because I can't do wheelies in the rain. So I'm inside the parking lot today. But yes, let's begin the video. Okay, first question we have from Kabizom. He asked me what my setup is on my bike. I get these questions every single day, and the question says stock or setup, and it is quite simple. The only thing that I've done to this bike is I exchanged my front sprocket from an 11 tooth to a 14 tooth. That means that my exhaust is still restricted and all that. So yeah, that's the question. Okay, next question. I get a lot of questions about what parts I use on my bike, and it's very many questions. So I'm just going to put a link down in the description on everything I have. My front fender, my fat bar, and the razor for the bike, the seat cover, the little bling bling stuff, my gloves, my helmet, everything that I have. And if you want to buy these parts, please do it from my link, because then I get a little bit of money from your purchase, and that would really help me out, because I'm saving for a 125 and I really need the money. So yeah, I'm going to put a link down in the description of everything I have, and then you can decide if you want to buy them or not. Yeah, next question. Dominic has asked me what the top speed of the bike is. Since I only exchanged my front sprocket to a bigger front sprocket, the bike goes a little bit faster. It goes around like 64 kilometers per hour. Yes, and you might think that it's harder to wheelie with a bigger front sprocket. And yeah, it's harder to get the bike up in the air. You don't have to shift gears as much as you would have to do with a 11 toothed front sprocket. So yeah, that's the reason why I have changed my front sprocket to a bigger one. And this question I also get asked a lot. So yeah, but let's move on. Okay, next up we have Tassu, who commented, why are you controlling the wheelie with your back brake and not your throttle? Well, this is something that I used to do. I used to have my throttle, pinned, and then I used my back brake to control the balance point. But this isn't something that I do anymore, because it really worn down my brake pads, and it wasn't that good for the engine, to do that. So yeah, I don't do that anymore. And the reason why I did it is because I didn't think that my bike had enough power to do the throttle method. But I later found out that if you're really close to the balance point, you can do it actually. So yeah, so that's the reason why I used my brake to control the balance point. Next up we have Keku, who asked me, have you ever tried to wheelie another bike before? And no, I have never done a proper wheelie on another bike. But I have done it a little bit on my friends' bikes. But I haven't really wanted to do it, because I don't want to loop their bikes. So I haven't really committed to the wheelie, but I tried a couple of tuned bikes, and if I'm gonna be honest, I think I can do it, but as I said, I don't want to loop their bike. But I will maybe try a bigger bike really soon, and I will post a video about it, and that will be very, very funny. Look, I've learned coasters. Look at this coaster, man. And I can also do a one-hander now. You may have seen it before in this video. We have Kirpasvite Kalushnich. I'm sorry for not pronouncing your name good, but I can't really pronounce it. But yes, anyways, have you ever tried to wheelie a bicycle? And yes, I have done it before. Before I rode mopeds, I used to ride mountain bike. So I have wheelied a lot of bikes before the moped. So yes, and I think that's the reason why I'm so good at wheelies on the moped. Because I have wheelied so many bicycles before, so I know the controls, you know, the balance point and everything. So yeah, so I know how to wheelie many things. So yeah, let's move on. Next up we have Yas who commented, when did you start learning wheelies? And the answer to that is, I started learning wheelies back in February of 2021. But I didn't have much time to learn the wheelies because winter came and I couldn't ride then. But after the winter I started with the real wheelies, and it was so back in March this year I started my YouTube channel and started to learn the real wheelies. It took like 3 months for me before I could even get the front wheel up in the air. So yeah, I have done the wheelies for 1 season and I have learned quite a lot. I mean, I can do the wheelie in like 4th gear. I can do one hand in the air. I can almost get my foot on the handlebar when I do the wheel. I can show right now how I do it. Yeah, I can almost do it. And I am so close to learning circle wheelies. And I can do the standing wheelie. So yeah, I have gotten very good in a very short time. I am going to make a wheelie progression video during the off-season where I document my wheelie progress. So you guys have something to watch during the off-season. So yeah, well, let's move on. We have Times New Ramen who commented, what is your dream bike and how would you modify it? My dream bike is a KTM 125 EXE. And yes, and I will maybe buy one next season if I gain some money off YouTube. I need like 1,000 subscribers before I can earn money. So yeah, and I would probably get the bold decals on the bike and maybe a shorty FMF because it sounds really good, you know. So yeah, that's my dream bike. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I know it took a while to make it. I posted my community post a couple of days ago and I've said in my recent videos that the next video will be a Q&A. I have gotten sidetracked with other projects, like my latest edit. This is my Ice Moto. I edited in a new program which was really fun to edit in and very hard and challenging. But now I have done the Q&A, so yeah, I guess I see you in the next one. Bye bye.